Galaxus says that's not fair to say, lad. You need someone who scores in the box, and I have seen Nunez do amazing at Benfica. You need to get accustomed to the team to put balls in the back of the net.
I agree with that fella.
Balls in the back of the net, and what he's done at Benfica. Do you think he's got a point?
I agree with that fella about Nunez because what I said probably in the previous podcast, he's the only one player the past 5 years. He impressed me like crazy when he played against us in the quarters.
Who's this, sorry?
Darwin Nunez.
Oh, okay.
At the moment, we saw from him probably like 7%, 8% of his capacity, of his quality. We didn't see nothing. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like as well, though, with the whole headbutt thing, he's got even more weight on his shoulders.
Exactly.
To perform and like make up for the red card.
Exactly. So he just... of course, our season at the moment is not the best season. So we need to improve, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And player like Darwin Nunez, man, with Benfica, he was really a superstar. I don't think he forgot how to play football in a couple of months.
Was the numbers a big deal in that, though? Because he was a big top goal scorer in the Benfica team. A Benfica team which were very cohesive, very creative. And in their league, a very dominant team who controlled the ball, and he was able to get on the end of chances and put the ball in the back of the net. This is why I tell people to be careful, Mario, because when you bring in Nunez, you have to bring in Nunez in a team where it's already got the structure, it's got the spine, the midfield's playing great, the defence is solid, and the attack is creating chances.
But we've got
because without him being our surplus and without him being our outlet, if he's not getting provided the solid goal chances, the ones that it's impossible to miss, the same chances that Salah has been receiving over the years, if you're not going to give him those, then you are probably going to see what you've been seeing. As a dribbler, he's not excellent.
No.
As a finisher, he's okay. He's an okay finisher. I think people...
That's what I'm saying. We saw 8% of his capacity. Probably even less than 8%.
No, of course, Mario. And chat, get your thoughts in the comments down below. But the point that I'm trying to make is he's proven he can do it in a cohesive team. But in a time like right now where arguably we're going through a rebuild, don't you think it would just be the better option to just say, do you know what, Nunez? Chill, lads. Chill. We've got Jota. We've got Bobby. We just want you to improve behind the scenes. Like Ruby said, you've got time. You've got time to develop. Keep training. Get more used to the style of play. Get more accustomed to the environment that you're in. Work on your emotions and stuff like that, and then soon you'll be ready to go.
I agree completely
I'm making
with
it sound
you.
like a therapy session now, aren't I? But sometimes you've got to have that approach with players.
I agree with your point of view, but he needs minutes. He needs to play as well.
Why don't you bring him on for 20 minutes off the bench or half an hour off the bench?
The typical 60 minutes that Klopp does.
And I love that.
So do you think basically, like, do you two think that when he was playing for Benfica, he was a big fish in a moderate pond?
Say that again, sorry. Someone in the chat called Jenny's fuming because of swearing.
Is it me mum?
Is that your mum?
Oh my God, it's me mum, yeah.
Jenny, happy birthday to you. And just take a very happy birthday off me, Mario. Say happy birthday to Jenny.
Happy birthday, Jenny. We love you, Joseph. We love you. And just enjoy your day.
Honestly,
of course.
You've created an absolute superstar, and she's a credit to you.
Yeah, she's a bit 50-50 Liverpool and Everton.
Okay,
fucking hell.
Yeah.
Well, all right, Jenny, choose a side, will you?
Nah, she supports Liverpool, but her dad supported Everton. So in the derby,
you lost me at the butt. Oh, you lost me at the butt.
Yeah.
Do you know when someone says butt? Do you know? Have you ever heard the saying?
She wants Liverpool to win, but she wants Everton to get at least one goal.
You've just said butt again. You've just said butt again.
Thank you.
No, hang on a minute.
Happy birthday, Jenny.
Do you know when you say butt?
Tammy.
Have you ever heard of the saying when someone says but, you've just erased everything else you've just said beforehand?
You've got to block off, yeah.
So you've just ruined
Sorry,
that
Mum,
twice.
Exactly, 50-50, you can do that. With your age and who you support.
Happy birthday, Jenny.
Jenny says thank you, love her.
That's right, Jenny. Oh, we love Jenny.
We love you, Jenny. We do. We love you, Jenny.
I didn't want to say it was your ma in case it weren't your ma, but I had the feeling it was your ma. Big up Jenny. She gave me many lifts, many much needed lifts as well, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm lost now. I'm lost.
Yeah, do you think Nunez was a big fish in a little pond?
We was talking about Nunez, and Nunez is a very, very good-looking lad who right now hasn't kicked off to the start of it, and he will kick out soon. I'm sure he'll get goals, but you'll never see more than him just getting goals. He is not someone to be dribbling past players and linking up the play. He's just average at all that stuff. He's someone who's going to get on the ends of chances. So until we've got 10 amazing players, look at Haaland. Doesn't get involved much in games, but he still gets mega goals, baby, because you've got De Bruyne doing the damn thing. You've got João Cancelo just pacing up and down the field. You've got fucking Kyle Walker bombing in, Ruben Diaz trying to be Messi. Like, you've just got players trying to be
and you miss the best. You miss the best City player, Kevin.
Did I say Kevin De Bruyne?
You say Kevin, okay?
Yeah,
of course. I did. The first player on the list. The player that I would chop off my left leg because I like me right leg. Chop off my left leg if we could sign him.
I agree with Holland, of course, but it's in the last season in the Portuguese league before Luis Diaz left to play with us. Luis Diaz and Darwin Nunez, they were the 2 goal scorers in the Portuguese league. So then Luis Diaz left and he came with us, and of course we know he starts straight away to play great. The thing is, from one point of view, Luis Diaz was lucky because he found probably the best Liverpool in the history last season. Yeah. So he came with us on January, probably one of the best players in that 6 months he played. With Nunez is different. He came with us, he started great with the final in Community Shield. He scored a winner and stuff like that. He won the penalty. And then in the Premier League, he had a massive debut. He scored straight away the back heel. He gave assist to Salah against Fulham. Then he got that red card, and I think mentally he went down after that red card. This is the problem. Of course, it's his mistake because you can't act like this. You can't give him even to try to do something like that in the Premier League, wherever. So it's a stupid mistake from him. But I don't want to blame him. Like, I mean, we saw even 5% of his quality, of his capacity as a football player. So at the moment, he needs just to be calm. Exactly, you say something right. Need to be calm and need to play, not
Mario,
every game.
Do you know what I'm
doing?
But
he needs minutes to play.
Do you know what? He needs minutes. But do you know what I'm saying right now? I'm looking at Darwin.
When Mario talks.
Oh, that was like a proper wholesome little moment.
Not really. He's just pulled my eyebrow out.
I need to fix your eyebrow.
Nah, good on you, Mario. Fucking hell, looking out for us. No, the point that I was just going to say there is that the way I'd approach the Nunez thing, and the last thing before we move on to the next hot topic, Nunez is someone that I'd just take with a very slow approach right now. Don't look at him as the big new asset who's just joined the club. Look at him as a young lad who's just trying to break into the team.
Definitely.
And that's the approach that we should have there, in my opinion. Let us know what you think in the chat and the comments.
Welcome back to the COP TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe for more juicy content.